All right, welcome. This is Kian Wong, Head of Enrollments at Postural Orthodontics and Dr. Wong's brother. For those of you who can't make the entire weekend, the 2-day live stream, or only part of it, or I've only got the recordings, we wanted to record this special presentation. For those of you who already, kind of know you want more than just a 2-day introduction. Plus, it comes this special offer that we're about to present for our case study vault program in particular. You've got a 30-day period to decide if this is for you or not. Right. So theoretically, you can watch our full recordings probably within a week of the live stream, and then you still have a few weeks to decide whether this special offer is for you. And if not, it's a full money back guarantee. All right, so let's get started. Our vision of a world with healthier children, better growth, and straighter teeth. Now, some of you have not got this implementation vault. As soon as you purchased a live stream only package, there was a special upsell. So if your goal is to implement postural orthodontics into your practice, then the implementation vault is a must. There's 800 pages of slides, 2 days worth of slides, and an additional 97 downloadable practice templates and very detailed protocols, appliance protocols, the GOPEX exercises, etc., etc. And on top of that, you'll get access to either 1 year or ongoing access to our private Facebook group, right, where you get the support of roughly 500 dentists who've gone through this program over the last 5 or 6 years. And we now have weekly live Q&A support for our students with Dr. Wong on Wednesday evenings. If you're in the US, you can check the exact time zone and times of this weekly call, by just Googling, Simon's actual start time during his lunch break. Anyway, so what is this special offer? Oh, it's Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, or it's the equivalent of Thursday, 12 p.m. Australia time in Melbourne. All right. So, and you get access also to our AI-powered chatbot. We've uploaded 2,000 plus pages of transcripts of all our 2-day intro events and all the hundreds and hundreds of questions have been asked over the last 5, 6 years. And so with the power of AI, you can get these quick answers, obviously from the use of this chatbot. All right, so vent only special until Sunday, November 9th, midnight California time. All right, there'll be a timer somewhere on this page when this special offer will expire. What is it? So option one, if you want the implementation vault, the 800 pages and the 97 pages of detailed practice templates and detailed notes, written notes, and 1 year access to the Q&A calls and the Facebook group, it's just $350. Right? It's a prerequisite for our advanced training, which I'll be talking about next. And the regular price will be $597. Right? You've already missed out the initial offer. If you purchase the live stream only option, I think it was $297, so it's already gone up, $50 as a token, but you can still get it at this terrific price. Option two is to get ongoing support, right? So not only the implementation vault, but all future 2-day live stream tickets will be included for free, and all future implementation vault upgrades, right? So regular will be $997 for that, but you can just get it for $550. All right, so we'll be doing at least 2 or 3 of these 2-day events each year, so it's a great way to get a refresher. So simply go to, well, you're already on this page, straightednaturally.com/upgrade, and enroll in one of these 2 packages. Country specials, this is the lowest we've ever offered such a package. In the past, people would be paying roughly $1,000 US for something similar to this, right? So the special price applies to all countries, except for 2 countries that have a sponsor. A couple of years ago, there's a sponsor from India, FOM, big shout out to them, Foundation of Oral Facial Myotherapy, and also from anyone from Malaysia. So dentists from India or Malaysia, contact me personally. Has to be by this weekend, and we'll give you the special pricing for your country. All right, so send us an email or send us a WhatsApp message. That's my direct line. All right, so what's next after the 2-day intro program? Well, there's 4 core advanced training modules. So what we call lab day, what we call phase 1, clinical day, and phase 2. They're just names. The phase 1, phase 2, don't think of it as early interceptive versus, braces and treating teenagers or whatever. They're just modules, you could say. So there's 4 modules, about a day's worth of training for each, 30 hours of recorded training. Because a few years back, you would have had to have flown over to Australia for a day for our lab day where, Simon and Rico in Melbourne, Australia, you get to spend a whole day at the workshop and play around with appliances and so on. But we recorded everything professionally. Oh, the 1-day clinical, for example, there was a dentist who flew over, spending a day with Simon, where you get to see Simon interacting with 19 patients throughout the day. All right, so that's all professionally recorded as well. And we had 2 additional days of training, what we simply called advanced training, part 1, you could say, that was done last year, and part 2, December last year as well. Everything's recorded. You get to enroll this in in a fraction of what it would have cost. You didn't have to fly over, pay for travel, accommodation, etc. So we have actually, there's a little teaser of the actual workshop. As mentioned, that was a few years back, so you don't have to pay I think $1,200 US for enrollment plus travel and accommodation. And anyway, for just a fraction, a few $100s, you can get access to the lab day for this weekend only. We'll mention the pricing shortly. And the clinical day in Australia, here's a little teaser for that.
Selena will come in a few moments, and we're going to film the fitting of your plates today. Then we're going to show Mum what to do. We're going to show you what to do. We're going to teach you how to take them in and out. We're going to teach you how to live with them. Da, 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 da. Alrighty. Dude, we're going to try them in, okay? Try them in. So we're looking to see what's going to stop it from sitting down. So we just want a passive fit with no clasp engagement for the time being. That end's going down, and that's going down, right? So they're both going down. Is anything sore? Good. So the clip goes in. Plastic goes in. Tight, tight, but no click, so we can adjust it a little bit more. So there's no click because we haven't quite engaged into the embrasure underneath the contact points. So now we're going to work on the clasp, and we're going down and in. Right, you heard the click, click? Okay. Now, next thing is we want to check. Is that okay? Is it sore anywhere?
No.
Good. Now, we're going to talk about 3 problems and 3 solutions, okay? 3 problems and 3 solutions. With these plates, you're going to have these problems. Ready? Listening. You can't swallow, you can't eat, you can't talk. Oh no. Here are the 3 solutions to those 3 problems. Ready? Today will be the most difficult day. It will take him about 3 days to really get the hang of living with the plates. Now, we better teach you how to take them in and out, okay? So can you sit next to Mum? We want to eat with them, sleep with them, shower with them. They just stay in as much as possible and only out when you're cleaning them in the morning and cleaning them in the evening and turning them, okay?
So behind the scenes, definitely a fantastic module. Now, what are the topics covered in the 4 modules? Well, a lot more in depth of what we touched upon in the 2-day program. Growth, maxillomandibular posture, advanced cases, class 3 hyperdivergent, nasal obstruction, sleep disordered breathing, early intervention planning, diagnosis, case presentation, overcoming objections, high value fee structuring, marketing, case studies. Step-step breakdown, start to finish methodology, an introduction of complex case management. Right? So, and then once you've completed the 30 hours, you're ready to enroll for those who need this and want this. It's not for everyone. You get the 12 to 18-month virtual residency program. It's one-on-one case supervision with Dr. Wong. Have your cases, whether it's your own child initially, family members, child, or your patients in your practice, get it properly supervised. Over that period, it takes about 12 to 18 months to get, a mild to moderate malocclusion type case done properly. You can schedule a free one-on-one application call with Dr. Wong. But first, book a call with me for more details. There's obviously lots of ins and outs we'll send you first and answer your questions to see if it's a good fit, and then we'll schedule a free consultation, free one-on-one, get to know each other, see if it's a good fit both ways, as there's very limited spots. At any given year, there's only 9 spots available. All right, it's very intensive, as you shall see in a moment. So what's involved? Well, after the 30 hours of advanced core training, you can join, right? Any point of the year, so long as there's a spot available. And you get to have the case supervision. The Zoom calls, all right, happens every 2 weeks, right? Small groups of people, 4 or 5 people max. Obviously, sometimes we have a slightly longer break around Christmas time, 3-week break. But submit up to 2 to 4 cases, right? Very detailed X-ray, Ceph analysis photos. I'll show an example in a minute for written and verbal feedback. And they're recorded and archived. You get at least 40 minutes, right? 40 to 50 minutes one-on-one with Dr. Wong on Zoom while the 3 or 4 other people are listening and taking turns. It's a great way to learn from each other as well. And you can spend up to 3, 4, 5, up to 6 hours every weekend, every 2 weekends, it's every 2 weeks, in this small mastermind, right? There's 2 different tracks. Each group has got about 4 or 5 people, slightly different time zones. We cater for people. It's either early Saturday morning, if you're in New York, Eastern Standard Time, or late afternoon, early evening, if you're in the East Coast. Now, you can get direct access to Dr. Wong also inside a WhatsApp group with those, in your mastermind group of 8 or 9 people. Get support from each other. Any emergencies, Dr. Wong's there for you. And if you want some more in-depth analysis on certain cases, you've got access included to our case study vault, right? Where we've got hundreds of cases, over 300. We've lost count of cases submitted by students being mentored by Simon since 2020, right? It's what we call our phase 3 and phase 4 recordings. And once again, just a name. And they literally 300 hours plus. If you can think every 2 weeks is like 3 to 6 hours worth of recordings, right? It adds up. And they're categorized. So you can search by Engels classification. So if you've got a class 2 div 1 or a class 3, whatever, you can go to the folder, check out dozens of examples, look up progress reports of each, and go back to the exact dates in our archives and watch the video recordings and download the PDFs of the submitted cases so you can see the before and after shots, right? Plus, if you really do need some urgent case consultation in between the 2 weeks, we have additional service for quick turnaround, right? Now, this is only mentoring for mild to moderate cases, not severe cases where you need orthotropic type appliances and treatment protocols, which could take 4 to 5 years to complete, and that's very hard to mentor, right, and supervise over 4 or 5 years. So start with the simple cases. It's just a few minutes of testimonial, simply a few words from students who've been part of this mentoring program over the last 4 or 5 years.
Recently, I was looking for a mentor, and it's just obvious Simon is going to be a really great mentor, one-on-one, small group. I've talked to him. It's easy to get along with. Guitar's going to be a really great mentor because he really cares. He's passionate about what he's teaching.
Our new patient numbers have crazily increased, but I joined your program to see how I could help my son.
When I saw your presentation on treating early, so for me it was I was sitting and actually I was crying at the time because I knew that this is the way I want to go.
And yeah, my daughter was my first one that I wanted to treat. She would have been 8 at the time. She had dramatic results with her. It was fantastic. Exactly what we needed. Treated a number more patients in my office, and then when my son was of age, I actually ended up treating him too. It's been a game changer.
And then I happened to just see another doctor that was presenting some cases, and I was blown away at the before and after photos. And I was like, oh my God, like I need to learn this. So I reached out to her and she was like, well, Dr. Wong, Simon Wong is someone that I highly recommend doing a course with.
I work in general practice, and I was seeing a lot of families with young children. And so I did the traditional 2-year mechanical orthodontic course, and I just found that there was minimal training in the early orthodontic area, and I really did want to be able to help those children. And so I started to explore the best methods out there, or different methods, in order to be able to bring that in confidently as part of my practice.
So initially when I joined the group, I was one of the doctors with the least ortho experience because I hadn't practiced ortho in over any early intervention over 10 years. And I actually felt still very comfortable. Everybody gives nice feedback. We're listening to each other. I have enjoyed the mentorship, especially with other doctors on the call too.
So that was the first light bulb. I was like, okay, well, let me look at this. Okay, he's way out in Australia. How am I going to do this now? And then once I started learning more about the kind of the online program you guys do and how you guys structured it, taking that first course, and then again just being like, wow, this is actually geared towards children. This is exactly what I was looking for.
It was a big commitment, but of huge value for me through that period of just in terms of being able to have the opportunity to have my cases looked at in detail, sort of step by step, just really helped me consolidate all of my knowledge that we'd learned through the courses, and it really helped cement its application in a practical sense. And through that, it's hugely improved my confidence.
We have a lot more friend referrals since starting your program. We no longer, I don't know if it's okay to say, but we're no longer doing any external marketing. I also use your posture recommendations without even talking about appliances. Has been very valuable.
I haven't advertised at all. It's been very organic, starting with patients in our practice, and then people start talking to that were already in our practice. People start talking to friends.
So I would say that your program will change their life. Actually, all the knowledge they knew before, it will just turn to another side. When I started, actually before that, but when I started the program, I just felt like all the time I was writing on the right side, And after your course, it was like, oh, I need to drive on the left now. And it took time to just change my mindset and understand what is actually happening. And after that, I cannot see otherwise.
And I mean, it's been a total game changer for not only myself, my patients, my family, learning how to do these techniques. And again, I'm only a year into it, so it's still pretty early, but I mean, just seeing the before and after results are already like, yeah, this is what I need. This is what I'm going to be doing forever now.
All right, so it's great to hear. Now there's a lot more in-depth interviews. Each person was interviewed 10, 20 minutes. You can check them out here in more detail on our YouTube website, YouTube channel here. It's all free, obviously. So yeah, schedule a free discovery call if you're interested in the virtual mentoring program. You can go to www.tinyurl.com/Wong1on1 and schedule a time to have a chat with us about this program. So now, what is the investment? All right, so to do the 4 core advanced modules, now regardless of whether you want to join the mentoring program or not, you can invest in one module at a time. You get 2 years access, and your in 2-day introduction recordings, if you purchase it, you'll have 2 years access to that as well if you join any of our advanced modules. Lab day training, US $497. That's a special. The whole lab day, don't spend, I think it was $1,500 a ticket plus travel and accommodation. Just get the recordings, a lot more affordable, and $497. Phase 1, our next module is $497 as well. I don't pay the regular price of $797. I'm sure you've seen some of our websites advertising this. Clinical day, $597. All right, it's just a little bit more. And our what we call phase 2 advanced training, about 11 hours of training, that's also $597. We brought in a MaxFac surgeon, ENT, etc. Now we have a very, very special offer, as mentioned. It expires this weekend. Now, once again, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee on this, so you can make the purchase now, even if you haven't attended our full 2-day program, or even if you haven't attended even a single, hour. If all right, and you've seen a lot of our marketing and you've done a lot of research even before joining our 2-day program, this is for you, or you're considering getting some proper training, then get this, special offer, because you got 30 days. Within a week, you'll get the recordings and you can watch the full 2-day program, right? And then you still have a few more weeks to decide if this is for you or not. And if it's not, full money back guarantee, right? Anyway, $2,000, just about 10% discount on everything. If you add it up, if you bought them individually, it's about $2,200. But it's just $2,000 here. Plus, we'll give you these 3 special bonuses worth over $5,000 US. What are they? Case Study Vault. This is basically everything Dr. Wong has ever taught. There's nothing else to sell you over the last 5 years. Right? We're going to give you the whole everything, kit and caboodle, as they say. 300 cases submitted. This is what we call our phase 3 and 4 recordings, and our vault of cases. Over 300 critique cases and the recordings of the mentoring calls, categorized and easily searchable. And it includes 70 additional hours, 70 hours of recorded clinical practice training. So this is everything. Besides the 30 hours of theoretical training and the 70 hours, you've got what you need, and the hundreds of hours of case studies, which is the best way to learn. See real cases submitted by real students getting mentored by Simon over the last 5 years. And you can join live every 2 weeks and listen in up to 4 to 6 hours, 3 to 6 hours, however time is spent that particular weekend. And for 2 years, we're going to give you access to everything, which the regular investment for this would be $3,000. But if you join this weekend, it's a free bonus. Right? This pricing is the lowest we've ever offered it. And you will not get this deal, this special, no matter which country you're from. This is the special that we have. These are an example of the Google Drive. You get to download the hundreds of cases, the PDFs. But what's included? Here's an actual example of one of these PDFs that you can download with, you'll see. Okay, this is an actual example of a case that has been submitted by one of our mentoring students earlier this year. This was presented April 2025, an 8-year-old Emma. This is the type of info you'll be sharing with Simon for him to review from different questions. You need to answer the sleep questionnaire. Okay, this is an actual example of a type of info you'll be sharing with Simon for him to review from different questions. You need to answer the sleep questionnaire, ortho panels, Bolton overlays, analysis, different Mu-Wong analysis, the Ceph analysis that I mentioned before, and let's see, and obviously these type of dental photos and x-rays and whatnot. You can see the progress reports. You get hundreds and hundreds of case examples. This is a class 2 div 2, but 10 categories as mentioned. Simon, during these one-on-one sessions, if you're part of the mentoring program, during these one-on-one sessions that you have with him, 40 to 50 minutes, he'll even design the appliances for free, and add extra notes. And you can see the progress reports of these cases. This is, I think, done from April to, this is October was the last update, as you can see. You can see the improvement, see the beautiful appliances that Enrico have created and are now implemented. And you can see the follow-up and so on and so forth. And because it's dated, you can go back to the archives and see the full recordings, not just these notes and transcripts and whatnot. All right, so a great way to learn, nothing better than real cases by students, and you can see the progress as well. All right, cheers. Okay, so bonus gift number 2. Now, if this is only applies if you have a child or family member 4 to 10 years of age that you're considering treating. Once again, it's for those who invest in that $2,000 package, $1997 for the 4 core advanced modules, where you get a case study vault as well. But you can get a free 30-minute one-on-one case consult with Dr. Wong via Zoom, where you can submit in advance all this info, right, for Simon to review, so you get a proper consult. Yes, but this is for the first 7 buyers, because you've seen our emails probably where if you want a one-on-one like this, it's $500 US. So it's included. It's a free bonus for the first 7 buyers only. And for those of you who understand the importance of video marketing and personal branding, how the AI world is changing everything, right? Then get my personal brand, 7-figure personal brand course that I created, and a special bonus from Ben Hedges, a business partner of mine. I built this YouTube viral mastery course for him. He actually built 4 or 5 channels with 6-figure numbers, like over 1 or 2 million subscribers across 4 or 5 channels. He's bilingual. He's got a channel in Chinese and English, from generation tech to film reviews to credit cards to political commentary. I've applied these techniques even for my own family. I've got a 6 and a 7-year-old son, as you can see, and my wife. This Doremi Kids song, almost 100,000 subscribers in just a few years. So apply these techniques of personal branding and video marketing in your business. They work across all niches, dentistry as well, right? So prior to working with my brother and having this agency, I was working with the likes of Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, doing their video marketing. Anyway, event only special once again until Sunday midnight, November 9th. Option 1, if you know all you really want to get started with is Lab Day, it's just $497, save 40, 50%, regular price of around $800. Or go all in, get the 4 core advanced modules and our case study vault program, literally everything Dr. Wong has ever taught, and a really valuable case study program. Join our live mentoring calls every 2 weeks for 2 years for just $2,000, save 60%, right? only around 5,000. You're not going to see these prices, right? And for the first 7 buyers only, get a free one-on-one consult with Dr. Wong regarding your son or daughter or nephew or niece, valued at $500 for 30 minutes, a proper consult, and get my personal branding courses, right? So just visit straighttonaturally.com/vault for this special offer, right? So straighttonaturally.com/vault. Actually, you're probably on this website right now. And as I said, there is just 2 countries that have a special because of a sponsor that we have, for India and Malaysia. Reach out to us this weekend. Don't wait, because the special will be over by this weekend as well, right? For those 2 countries. As I said, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you have you just go with your gut. And it comes down to a lot of these things. Go with your gut. You'll get the recordings in a week if you haven't completed the 2-day live stream or only saw bits of it. And then you can make a decision within a 30-day period. So watch our entire recordings in the next, couple of weeks. Then decide whether this investment makes sense or not, right? Once again, if you just want the implementation vault and 1 year of support, $350. Ongoing access to the implementation vault, future 2-day live streams, future upgrades to the implementation vault, and ongoing Q&A support on a weekly basis, just $550. It's a prerequisite. You can get this special at straighttonaturally.com/upgrade. There's also country specials just for India and Malaysia. And then once again, just the lab day, if that's all you want right now, or get everything that we've ever offered for just $2,000, right? $1,997. And for the first 7 buyers, a very special one-on-one consult with Dr. Wong for free and our personal branding course. Enroll below. I believe you should be on this page where the enrollment details, payment details are down below. And country specials, once again, India, Malaysia, just contact us. And that's about it. All right, terrific. So hope to see you in one of our advanced training Q&A sessions. All right, cheers.